Okay. Okay. Please, you have to take your time to go through our legal notices if you want to make use of this website or make use of any of the product or services that we render here at FX Trader KG. Okay, and the reason is being that a lot of you, need to understand some of these things so that you can get, used to it, get to understand any terms and condition of any business or services that you want to engage, yourself with, so that's why, we are be able to, put all of this together: our cookie policy, our privacy policy, our refund policy, our risk disclaimer, and also our terms and conditions. So please take your time to go through the legal notices and be find, one way or the other to educate yourself, as regards this. So today we will be looking into some of the important stuff that we really need to look into. So let me just take my time and, put it up so that we don't have to miss anything while we're educating ourselves, on this platform. And I'm very sure you are going to love it at the end of the day. So, okay, so just a few stuff that I need to put together. All right. So this marks it, and the other one, which is this. All right. So then we can come into, all right, before then, let me quickly also talk about this. Say Forex is boring, all right? If you really want to um, take Forex as a business, or yes, take it as a business that you would want to do and be prosperous and be profitable about it, you really need to learn how, most of these things work. And the most important part of it is that it's a very boring business. Okay, Forex trading is boring. So let me just, categorize everything together and say that financial trading is boring. All right, so um we just added this little feature here. So anything you really want to do, with it, if you know how to make good use of it, it is very vital tool for us, which, helps us also to, as part of our tools, for our trading methodology. Yes, a lot of people have it, but I'm telling you, this works, wonders here at FX to the KG. So learn how to use it, and if you need to learn about our two services here, is a live trading session which we're going to be discussing, in later days, and also for the expert training programs here at FX Trader KG. So many things about this website, as simple as it is what we are going to, break down. We'll try as much as possible to be breaking them down into, bit by bit. And the about us, page is also one of the most important things, that we have on this website, which is, this daily currency pair insight is what we will, let's say, by the beginning of the new month, that's in few days, that's about 2 weeks, from now, we definitely will, be dropping, the bomb that you will definitely blow your mind. Okay. Uh, with all of the tools and the, that we have, as that will help you, for the products, that will help us for the products and services, and also that will help you as a financial trader. So we will be dropping daily, currency pair insights. We would dive very deep into it daily. I'm telling you, it's going to be Mondays through to Fridays. Yeah, yeah. I'm not promising, but yeah, we'll try as much as possible to, give you simple and detailed analysis, and also insight into currency pairs and other financial assets. Yeah, this is our live trading session, which is what you're gonna get here when you click on this link. Yeah, and also you're also gonna get some of our trading strategies. And one important thing which I'm going to still make another video for is here. Okay, I'm gonna open it in a new tab. If it will definitely get to a stage where we will begin to have that this platform would have grown so very well, this community would have grown so very well. Please, anything you do not get, any platform that we do not list here does not belong to us. Okay, so every platform where we belong, where we make posts, where we make uploads, definitely we come into this into this category that we have here, into this group that we'll have here. So somebody, you may see a different link that is not really part of us and you are skeptical about it. Please, what should you do? Just come down to the footer of the website and click on this connect across various platforms. So you're going to see us in here. If it is not here, then we are not anywhere, there. Okay, that means it is not ours. So that takes us out and brings us into the business of the day. Okay, so I'm just gonna take us here. So a quick one. This video is actually okay. Yeah, from the discussion we were having on our trading desk, I decided that I really need to put one or two together and discuss with you guys some few things. And also, I don't know if we've shown this psychological levels that we so seriously, you know, we are so seriously attached to here at FX Trader KG. Now, one thing is, if you look at it very well, let me quickly show it to you. You know, I'll put it in a box, okay, in a square. You see levels like this, okay? You see levels like this. You will see levels like this, and also levels like this. These are areas where we kind of look at and try as much as possible to make a good judgment from. Okay, we try as much as possible to make good judgment from. Now, these areas, in the yellow areas, these are our psychological areas, designed, sorry, packaged and reconfigured by FX to the KG and the team. And also, this represents the bigger time frame, okay, the bigger picture, while the other one, I'm going to put it in a different color and also make it a little bit smaller. Now here represent points like this. These are also psychological levels that we also respect and look at when we look at opportunities, the possible opportunities that we can also trade from. or that we can track our trade from. A lot of traders have this, okay, but in everybody have their different model. Everybody have their different methods and approach, to the, but psychological level is psychological level. It depends on how well you're able to calculate, yours. All right. So that is that. So I'm going to be using this as, analysis, for some of the currency pairs that we are also going to be looking at today. Now, this is New Zealand Canadian dollar. What you have here is the current price, which is at 0.8425. All right, so this, okay, so just ignore the smaller um the smaller pip counts. Okay, now for us to be able to initiate a buy or this kind of a move, there's something we always do. Okay, here at FX for the KG, identifying levels like this, and we try as much as possible to not think twice and try to take our trades from there. Definitely, if you're taking a trade from this point, which is what you are going to also be benefiting or verifying once we are fully up and running. Okay, now, look at it this way. This would have been about 114 pips for New Zealand, and also a point from here too would have, given us maybe additional 73 pips. Now, calculate 73 plus 140 or 114. Okay. Yes, 114. So to say something around here. Okay, 114 and 73 pips. This is just about almost 200 pips. And very clearly that point, there will definitely be points where you would want to, stack your trade. And these are areas where maybe price moves up a little bit and then you see a pullback, then you can take another trade. Okay, and yeah, you can take this, and this trade has really not ended. It's definitely going to see, do a little pullback before it continues. Could be here, it could be here, it could be here, before we can have our total exit of you can have a total exit of New Zealand Canadian dollar. Now I think that explains a little about this. So that's how beautiful, these are the things we will be looking at when we are fully live come October. All right, come October, it's going to be daily. And while we're analyzing, if trade opportunities come, definitely we are going to take that trade opportunities. But yes, let me remind you, okay, let me remind you that this will not be the live trading. Definitely is going to be for people who have identified with us. That's if you go through the live trading session and get acquainted with what we have there. All right, for those who want to join our live trading session and gain real insights or real-time insights, interactive learning, and practical experience, okay, from what we have put together so far, for nearly 20 years of extensive experience. So you are going to definitely identify with us, and it's very simple. It is very simple. Just use this link here to join our, I think I'm going to update this very shortly. Maybe I can even do that now. Okay, let me just try as much as possible to see if I can quickly update it, because if you click on it now, it's still redirecting you back into this page. It's just a little, it's, yeah, just a little arrangement that was made so that we can have full authority about it. But yes, you can just, it will just take you to the Telegram page, and you it will take you to the Telegram page, and the next thing for you, I think you should do, is to you know go through the Telegram page and read through everything you need to learn about how to take live trades with us, and there you go. you just start benefiting from it. As we trade, you trade. All right. As we trade, you definitely are going to be seeing our trades hands-on and live. So when we make profit, plenty of profit, you're going to make profit with us. And if it is the other way, I'm sorry, it's going to, but yeah, I tell you, we don't have a losing week. We try as much as possible to make sure that our methodology is we so rely on this methodology that we use, all the different methodologies, that we do not have a losing week. So it's definitely going to be great. Honestly, I tell you, it's definitely going to be great. So while we are still waiting for this to happen, so I say, take your time to read through this, then click here. It will definitely take you to our Telegram page, which is still quite empty now. Okay, and the Telegram page is also something you can find here. All right, it's also something you can find here. It's quite empty, just we just created it and really have not dropped something tangible into it. But yes, we want to try as much as possible to make sure that we have a large number of people, a good, not a large, a good number of people, and then we can kickstart with that. So I think that explains a very okay. Let me just see if that can be corrected ASAP. I'm just going to copy link address and okay. All right. Yes, I think it's up and running. Correction has been made. All right. So I think the correction has been made. I'm just going to refresh the page and make sure that I'm on live trading, and then go to what are you waiting for. So you click on it. It takes you to where you're supposed to. All right. Okay. So I'm just trying to, I'm just trying to make sure the way this is not edited. That's why I love doing live stream. So you see everything we are doing here live. So even if we are doing the live trading, it's going to, be live streamed for members only. All right. So just, click on it. It takes you to, this place. Then you just do the needful and become part of this amazing community that we are trying to build. All right, so it's amazing. So like I said earlier on, if you don't get to find us here on this platform here that we have created, this linktr.ee was actually created just to let people know that this is where we are. So you cannot get anybody creating an external Telegram platform, external WhatsApp platform, or somebody creating an Instagram this thing. No. If our Instagram is up and running, we have a little issue with it, definitely you are going to find us here. Our thread, also you are going to find us here. All right, so this is who we are, and this is what we are doing, and this is what we currently do. So here, so let me excuse me, let me take you back to the analysis that we've been making. All right, so back to the analysis, back to the analysis, back to the great business of the day. Okay, now regarding New Zealand, in this pattern here, there's something, we always do, which I must tell you that a lot of people, also have been doing, but most times we don't, get to concentrate, so very well at it, you know. So okay, I think this is great. So we always call this our A. All right, so we call this our B, and then we call it our C. So once this ABC pattern, is complete in this regard, this is the A, this is the B, and this is the C. That's where does that give us, about this. Uh, these are the little things that we, tend to not, focus our attention at. And most times we're supposed to focus our attention at it. Anyway, let me not say too much. Join the class, go for our course. You definitely get, to understand, what all of this is. So once we have this opportunity, this way, you will, which of course I'm telling you, it's guaranteed. You definitely see, you will move. And where did it move from? Where did this price actually, moved from? So I'm also going to show you. Now this is it. Look at the psychological level here. It was also a PWL, area for which is a previous week low. For that's the low for last week. That's it's what is called PWLP, previous week low, and previous week high. So every movement of New Zealand Canadian dollar only happened in here. Okay, every movement of only happen here to here. Okay, now this is also in this regard, what I'm trying to say is most of the times when we have two psychological levels meeting at the same point like this, it's we always take always take interest at it. Okay, taking interest at this point, is what has given about 114 pips and also additional, 73 pips. Please take your time to learn this. Like I said, FX is boring. I don't want to be giving you all this. Let me use it in Nigerian way. I don't want to be giving you all this influencers number of you thinking, oh, okay, when you say we took trade and connect and all of that. No, it doesn't work like that. Okay, that's why you see these people come back. That's why you see those influencers come back every time that they have tested and tested and tested. The one that works is what you will see on your screen. The one that doesn't work doesn't come live. But here we will be giving it to you live as it happens. Okay, this is like I said, has taken us several and several years, okay, of putting together, several and several years of putting all of this together. Okay, that's why we say that's actually what sets us apart. That is our nearly 20 years of extensive experience. All right, so that's who we are. That's what you're going to benefit from. All right, so that we also will look at another one, and you will see how it works when price meets at important levels, at important psychological levels, like this is one approach, one of the numerous approaches that we have. So which means you must always make money at every time. Okay, there are still so many things that can, it doesn't just happen. The A, B, and C does not also always happen like that. There are still so many things that still, supports, this movement. Once this confirmation is done, there are still some other things that, supports this confirmation. Okay, the A, B, and C is a confirmation. There are still some other stuff that supports this movement. All right, so that's what I wanted to say. That's okay. That so we will also and look at another one. And in this regard, I would want to also look at let's see another one. Let's see if you can look at GBP USD, if we can get anything from GBP USD. Where are you? All right, great. Now this is GBP USD. Beautiful. Okay, I'm also going to show to you how wonderful this is and how well it also works. Okay, now like I said, we try as much as possible to make sure that areas where we have important moves like this, we take interest at it. Areas where we have moves, like it doesn't, always happen like that. You can see this price is not in anywhere. This other psychological level is not in anywhere near this, so we may not really um take interest at it. Although yes, it if other formations does happen, we will, do rearrange our analysis and also try and see if we can, take opportunity out of it. All right, so here, what happened here? You can see by yourself, for yourself. Okay, now look at what happened. Price touched the previous week low and then came back, and this, is S and R. We call it support and resistance. Okay, as beautiful as it looks, it's support and resistance where we have two psychological levels coming together, and then on top of it, price, did make this move to the north, and so far so good. We have about 190, above 190 pips, to the credit of, this, simple analysis that we made. Okay, now another thing I want you to see is, aside this, you can also look at, what happened here. Let me just clear this and rewrite it. Okay, I want to restructure it. Now this is the levels we want to take, or we want to pick from. Now you will see that here, okay, here, when price got here too, this psychological level, was also seen by another psychological level as a previous, week high. All right, so what happened now? You see that there was a little range. Price, then started ranging. You know, price started, ranging and ranging and ranging until there was a breakout, from, those level, and that meant a continuation, right? Which, is very, 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 very good, for you as a trader to, focus on. So that's how beautiful, it is. These levels coming together, and also this, level coming together. I just wanted to, make this video and show you guys, how, this works. So maybe randomly, if I'm just, trying to pick opportunities, from, let's just say I'm doing it randomly, what would happen? This is AUD, JPY. Current price is at 95.10. Okay, that's 95.10. And we have the same thing here. Okay, now look at this. Look at this. This is an area where price has for several times. Okay, let me use a bigger one. Okay, now let's, okay, I'm going to include this one. This is two, this is three, this is the fourth time, this is the fifth time. Now, ordinarily, you could see this as a zone, and a very strong zone where price has refused, to break above. Okay, previous week high, and also a very strong, another strong resistance level, another strong psychological level, so to say. All right, so the same thing also happened here. Okay, we have another one here. Okay, and lucky enough, this is the nexus for me here. It's a point. You can call it your pivot, you can call it your midpoint, you can call it anything. All right, now what's happening here, and this is another area where, price has also, if it breaks below, oh, they said another one here, another big, another better one. Okay, which is also good. I'm gonna draw that too. So that means we have about three of these lines. All right, So this is another previous week low, previous week high, and support and resistance, and in between is let's call it our midpoint. I call it nexus. Okay, now look at what is happening here. Okay, even as price kept touching all of these levels here, and it has turned to a zone. Now look at what happened. Price came back all the way down, and went a little bit back up into our psychological level, the midpoint here, and then it came back down before it went back up into the psychological level that we had at the top. All right, so what am I trying to make here is that we put so much a great deal of interest when these levels comes together. Okay, that's our essence, one of our essence here. And look at what happened. It came almost back down and went back up and also came back down again, and now it's breaking up. Now if we go back into a bigger time frame, okay, this is actually a 1 hour time frame. If we go back into what is it called, a bigger time frame, let's go look at 4 hours. Okay, let's look at 4 hours, and then you can see that price is actually coming from a bottom. Okay, and if this is not broken, and we should be looking for a buy, that is for AUD JPY. We should be looking for a buy for AUD JPY, because the okay, I can also still form the what's it called, the the ABC from this. Okay, I can also see from the ABC from this. So here I'll just say this is the A, here I'll say this is the B, and here I'll say this is the C here. I mean, okay, I'm just gonna drag a little bit. All right, so you see what we have. You see what we got. Here is the A, here is the B, and here is the C, and there's this continuation. So probably price might break above here, which is going to be, once it breaks here, it's definitely going to be a very strong support level, which can then give us the privilege and the opportunity to be targeting points like this or higher. And if that happens, we will be looking at, definitely, if that happens, we'll be looking at over 335 pips plus. Okay, 300 and plus additional ones that we are definitely going to stack into a current trade. So that's also how beautiful this looks. And this is, let me clear the screen. And randomly we can also just say Euro AUD. All right, and from the 1 hour time frame, you can see the previous what's it called, yeah, the previous this is the PMH, yeah, the previous month high, the previous month low, and the previous week high, and the previous week low. So in between those two, we try as much as possible to look for our opportunity to trade. All right, so this is Euro AUD daily. I'm going to come to a lower time frame so that we can see and also understand how this works. So those points here, okay, now this point, you can say that this is your A here. Okay, and that A, if you look at it very clearly and carefully, it's a very strong psychological level where you can say this and this are together. Okay, this is a psychological level, this is also a psychology level. The difference between them is just about 16 pips. Okay, where you can take an opportunity from. And also this other one too, this other one, this other one, this other one. Okay, you can say that zone like this can be your B. And what do I mean? Because we are also very close to the two psychological levels being together. Most of the time, like I always tell you, they don't stay, and sometimes they don't stay together. But when we see them together, we reason them a whole lot. A great deal that okay, maybe let's have our opportunity to. So this B, in this 4 hour time frame means that there is a possibility that price anywhere around here, there's a possibility that anywhere around here we can see, we can take our buy. All right, for Euro AUD. Okay, we can take our buy, and once that is done, we should be looking at, let me just put it here and target this point, anything 142 to 142 to 150, 160 pips. Okay, for before then we can now find our C anywhere, anywhere. Okay, we can find our C anywhere, and also that means price can then fall. Okay, that means that Euro AUD can then fall, can then start selling. Okay, for real, that Euro AUD can then start selling, for real. So I think that's another great one for the from the 4 hour time frame, because if you also still look at it from this, you see even from the daily, definitely our A, B, and C, still forms. I'm still going to take this point as my A and take this point as my B and say this point as my C. Okay. All right. So um, that is that. So you see, I'm mixing a lot of things together, and this is just for you to see the few of the so many things that we try uh, to analyze with. And based on this, and another part of us is understanding the bias, and the strength and the market momentum, and the volume and volatility, you know so many things that we really have to put in place before we can then begin to decide to maybe want to buy or maybe want to sell. I'm just giving you a tip of the so many things. So that's why I said forex is very, very, in fact, very boring. Yeah, very boring. There is no one size that fits all. While you're learning this, try as much as possible, to be learning other things that will be beneficial, okay, to you, okay, while you are, still, while you're still learning, even while you've started trading. Don't never give up. Just put your mind at it and say, that you want to be better and also be the best, at whatever it is that you're doing. And this cuts across all businesses, online and offline. You don't just set up a business and think it's gonna blossom that very day. It can blossom that very day if you have been, putting it all together and packaging it and planning it, okay, until maybe your launch date and all of that. So that's how beautiful and how nice it can be. So maybe randomly, we can also teach you something else. Can we look at can we just take a look at maybe gold, for instance? This thing is not straight. Gold should come before this. Then New Zealand should be here. All right, that's great. Any other adjustments, I'm gonna make it. All right, so let's look at gold. Okay, now you can see gold also. Okay, don't forget, in 1 hour time frame, this is our level. In fact, let me make it this big so you can understand. So gold is giving us this point, okay, this psychological level here, and also this other one. Okay, see the two psychological levels coming together, and once it happens, like I said, it is going to be all right. It's just a free stuff. Anybody could learn it, anybody could do, but yeah, there's still so many things that you need to learn and understand, you know. Yeah, you can't take that away from us. It's all other things, okay? So here, this information, I can change it right away, right? Let me see if I can change some information here. It should be my profit target, not the revenue goal. It should be my PT. It should be my PT. Okay, just a moment. Just a moment. Okay, a little correction that I need to make. Okay, and here we go. All right. Okay, this is my profit target. I think I should do that for the other one too.